I'm with a great guy named Jim Blucher, who's retired NASA engineer. So tell us a little bit about what it was like working for NASA.
Well, I came to Houston in 1965 to put a man on the moon. I started working with the Gemini crews, Neil Armstrong being one of the Gemini pilots. Worked with him on the Gemini flight and then, of course, the Apollo flight. He flew on Apollo 11, first man on the moon. Very humble, small town Ohio farm boy. Very much like Charles Lindbergh. I think NASA picked him to be the first man out because of his Charles Lindbergh type personality. A wonderful guy, humble, quiet, a true American hero. Korean War pilot. He and Buzz Aldrin were the first two men on the moon. Buzz also a wonderful guy, still alive. And you know, I've had a tremendous career with NASA, and I met this young man, found out he is a space enthusiast. Good to hear. I've given him some encouragement about how to live his life, to be smart as he can. Don't let people screw him around, but it's up to him to be smart. Nobody's going to look after him but himself. He looks like a pretty damn bright guy. I think he'll do okay.
So, just in closing, was there anything about these men that flew these spacecrafts that was unusually different?
Yeah, they were all very brave young men, like they were military guys. They were ready to risk their lives just to fly an airplane and defend the country's honor and security. Very brave.
Which was very dangerous.
Tremendous risk, but very bright engineers, all science guys.
And as far as engineers like you, what did you help make? The motors?
I was a navigator. We figured out how to navigate the spacecraft to the moon, land on the moon. Neil did a pretty good job of landing, but he was several miles from where we wanted him to land. The nav guys that I worked with figured out what he did wrong, and the ground crew did. We corrected that. On the next landing, they landed on top of the surveyor vehicle that was targeted. So we went from a 5-mile landing error to 0-mile landing error in one flight 4 months later.
Amazing.
A place we've never been before on the lunar surface. Smart people. Humans can do anything.
Amazing.
Put our minds to that.
So a lot of math went into that.
Yes.
That's so amazing. So amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Good to meet you. Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely.